Now at 6. It's been a quiet day today, but another front, a stronger front's on the way, and there could be a couple snow showers. We'll let you know who has the best chance coming up.
Metro Police tonight searching for a suspect after a young woman is shot and killed on the south side. How the department is also helping a frightened community where violence is becoming common at this particular apartment complex. Plus, it is Notre Dame and Ohio State in the college football championship. How one airline is making it easier for local fans to get to Atlanta for the game. Live from Indy, you're watching 13 News. Well, we have good news and bad news in the forecast tonight as we take a live look at a snowy downtown Indianapolis. Looks beautiful out there. So here's the good news. We might get above freezing tomorrow. The bad news, temps are going to plummet on Monday. So we'll start with Matt Standridge tracking that temperature tumble. Matt, I can't believe this. It's actually been days since we've been above 32 degrees.
9 days. I went ahead and counted it. 9 days. It's been over a week.
Wow. And
we only get 1 day above freezing, and then we go back into the freezer starting.
Oh, no.
I know, and Monday. This is going to be some serious cold on the way.
Okay.
We're talking about some nights where we're below zero. So get ready. Cold air. January's acting up again. But Jenny, when you're looking outside, we've had a couple rays of sun here and there throughout the day. Those were nice, but it's still cold out there. We have upper 20s. Now tomorrow we should get into the low and mid 30s. I think most of us in central Indiana will at least flirt with the freezing mark or maybe even hit 33. But there's the next storm system. That warm front will lift through, helping us to get to 32, 33, 34 or so. But then the cold front that's also attached to it may help spark some isolated snow showers and maybe even a couple sleet pellets tomorrow afternoon and evening. But in the meantime, we are dry this evening. No weather concerns. There are probably still some slick spots, but the roads definitely improved throughout the day today. Some of the slightly warmer air really helped. So that's good news. As a lot of folks, we've got a lot of county attorneys that were kind of delayed or messed up with some of the snow. You're able to get there with no active weather, but there could still be some slick spots. Jenny, coming up, we're going to be talking about more light snow chances tomorrow.
All right, we'll check back. Matt, thanks so much. Well, we are learning more tonight about 2 women and a dog rescued from a frozen pond in Greenwood. Police say a 50-year-old woman fell through the ice in a neighborhood near US 31 and Worthsville Road around 5 o'clock Friday evening. Now, investigators say she was trying to get her dog out of the water. Then her daughter fell in while trying to help. Another neighbor noticed what was happening and threw a rope to the women. Police and that neighbor finally got all of them safely out of that icy water. But firefighters warn during cold weather, always stay off the ice.
Immediately call 911. Do not try to rescue the person yourself. Do not try to go out onto the water because then that gives us from 1 victim, we now have 2 victims if you fall through the water. Like this neighbor did, throw a rope, throw a life preserver, something out to them so they can keep themselves afloat, possibly allow you to pull them to the shore.
And to keep kids safe, firefighters say if you live near a pond, consider using a pole to mark a spot on shore where children are told not to pass. Well, tonight, Indianapolis DPW crews still working to clear snow from the streets of Indy. We got a statement from DPW saying they are still working around the clock from yesterday's snow, and they have made, quote, substantial progress. Now, once all the main roads and secondary roads are cleared, they will move on to connector streets all across the city. The city of Bloomington's looking for volunteers to help clear sidewalks for neighbors in need. It's called the Snow Buddies program, and it helps people who can't clear snow because of their age or a disability. Volunteers are connected with one resident, usually a neighbor, to help out within 24 hours of snowfall. You can sign up through the Bloomington Volunteer Network or the city's Snow Buddies program page. Tonight, a young woman is dead after she was found shot outside an apartment complex on the south side of Indianapolis. Our Anna Chalker was first on scene and shares what we know so far.
IMPD has spent several hours out here on Salisbury Lane. As you can see, it is a large crime scene here at the Laurelwood Apartments, where they say they found a young woman who was dead laying in the snow.
Around 11 Saturday morning, IMPD says they were called to the complex on a report of a person down. That's when they found the victim outside with gunshot wounds. She died at the scene. Investigators are still determining if she was a teen or young adult and if she lived at this complex.
We're methodically going through every piece of evidence that we have in order to identify this victim and bring closure to this particular case.
Right now, police are searching for the person who shot her.
The public expects us as a law enforcement agency to do everything that we can to hold those individuals accountable.
This is one of many shootings IMPD has responded to at this complex in recent months. In July, 5 people, including a 17-year-old boy, were shot on this basketball court. The department tells 13 News they will do what they can to stop violence at this complex.
It's certainly disturbing, and that's why, as an agency, we want to bring resources, not just from law enforcement, but whatever resources we have to provide to this particular apartment complex. From my understanding, it's somewhat of a quieter neighborhood, and so that would scare anybody.
I also spoke with many people who did not want to go on camera, and they tell me they are frustrated that gun violence has impacted their neighborhood again. In Indianapolis, Anna Chalker, 13 News.
And again, so far, no suspects or arrests in this particular case. Metro Police, though, urging anyone with information to reach out. You can call Crime Stoppers anonymously. That number 317-262-TIPS. The state of Indiana will swear in a new governor on Monday. Mike Braun and other state leaders will all take the oath of office sometime after 11 a.m. Monday. There are several events planned this weekend to celebrate as well. In fact, right now, guests are arriving at the JW Marriott Hotel for an inaugural gala. Tomorrow, the Braun family will attend Mass at St. Peter and Paul Cathedral at 10 a.m. And the Brauns are also planning a Hoosier Heritage Family Day at the Indiana State Museum. That's from 1 until 4 Sunday. It is free to attend, but families are asked to RSVP.